David.
Right.
King David said that not to kill Abner or Amasa, but Joab went and did it anyway, man. Joab, and you know, this is coming up because showing you basically what kings do. And this brother, he asked the question earlier this week on who killed Joab. And I don't know if anybody answered it because my phone went offline. But you're right. We're just gonna go through it. So even with Absalom, King David's son, King David said not to hurt him, man. And Joab caught up with him, and he put 5 darts in him. You know. So many, he hit him with the darts, man. You know, you see them Kung Fu movies, they be throwing darts and shit.
Yeah.
They get that shit from us, man.
That's right.
They get that Kung Fu and them battle skills and techniques from us. So they got the records that's missing, man, these Edomites, man, and these other tribes, man. Hey, you know that's wicked what you doing, man. That's wicked and you're gonna get dealt with. So
hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
Hey, and then you know, Abner was the captain of the host for Saul, for King Saul.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up.
That's what motivated Joab to killing men.
And that's,
if I ain't mistaken.
No, that's right. And that's usually what you would do under normal circumstances. But when you get an order from the king, you follow orders, man.
Right.
And what happened with King Saul in the first place? He got a charge from the Most High to kill everybody, and then he gonna bring back the sheep and cattle and stuff and save King Agag.
Right, the best of the sheep.
Yeah, the best of
unspotted.
Right.
Yeah, come on. So let's go on, bro.
Come on. 2 Kings 2:5. Moreover, thou knowest also what Joab the son of Zeruiah did to me, and what he did to the 2 captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner the son of Ner, and unto Amasa the son of Jether, whom he slew, and shed the blood of war in peace, and put
when they made a pact of peace, he went in and shed that blood, man. So go ahead.
And put the blood of war upon his girdle that was about his loins, and in his shoes that were on his feet. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his head go down to the grave in peace.
Right, don't let him grow old and don't let his gray head.
That's right.
His gray head go to the grave in peace, man.
That's right.
So King David was basically saying, put hell on him.
Get it.
He didn't say to kill him.
Right.
But he said put hell on him, you know. Go ahead.
Verse 7. But show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at thy table. For so they came to me when I fled because of Absalom thy brother. And behold, thou hast with thee Shimei the son of Gerah, a Benjamite.
So yeah, just right quick, y'all know, in case you didn't know, man, Absalom was fucking wicked, man. He established himself as king over King David and put King David to flight, man. And the only reason why King David fled from Absalom, because he didn't want to kill him. So he was fleeing basically to keep both of them alive. So that Absalom wouldn't do nothing stupid and that he wouldn't do nothing stupid or have to go off and kill Absalom. Because Absalom wanted to put King David to death.
Hey, the scriptures even say in the law not to let alone, we ain't gonna get to the point of don't put your father and your mother to death. Yeah. But the scriptures say honor thy, that's in the top, what's that, the 4th commandment?
Right.
I believe.
That's around the 5th.
Okay, honor thy mother, honor thy father, and honor thy mother. Yeah. And the scriptures say, curse not your father, your mother, and the penalty if you do is death.
Yeah,
I believe.
They said that it's gonna be on your head. That same curse that you put on them is gonna come on you.
Okay.
And you gonna die though. did nothing wrong. Go ahead, brother.
Con. 1 Kings 2 and 7. But show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai, the Gileadite.
Oh yeah. Oh, before I forget, when it was all said and done, Absalom was put to flight. King David came back up, man, and he had a thick head of hair, man. He got caught up in the brush, in the trees and shit.
Yeah.
So he was like stuck. And then along come Absalom and hit him with them darts, man. Then he caught him in the ribs and put him to death. You know, then he went go and lie to King David. But go ahead, brother.
Come on. And let them be of those that eat at thy table. For so they came to me when I fled because of Absalom thy brother. And behold, thou hast with thee Shimei, the son of Gerah, a Benjamite of Baharim, which cursed me with a grievous curse in the day when I went to Mahanaim, but he came down to meet me at Jordan.
Yeah, that was that Benjamite that was cursing King David, man, when King David was put to flight. You know, right. When he, well, this is what happened when soon as King Saul was put out the king, was put out from being king over Israel.
Right.
And so
They hated
the Benjamites, they didn't like that. So this one particular Benjamite had the nerve to go and curse King David, man.
Right.
So this is the account. They're gonna tell you what happened to him. Go ahead, brother.
But he came down to meet me at Jordan, and I swear to him by the Most High, saying, I will not put thee to death with the sword.
And that's what King David said when you read the account. He said, let him alone. He said, basically, this man had good reason to curse me out. But check it out. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Now therefore hold him not guiltless, for thou art a wise man, and knowest what thou oughtest to do unto him. But his whole head bring thou down to the grave with blood.
So he's saying, yeah, kill him, you know, bring his whole head down to the grave with blood. So King David had gave his word that he wasn't gonna kill him, but he didn't say he didn't say King Solomon couldn't kill him.
Right.
So he gave that charge to King Solomon. He said, you a wise man,
Right.
you know, deal with it, but don't let his whole send his whole head to the grave with blood. You know. So now I'm bringing this all out because this is what kings do.
Right.
They get rid of their adversaries when they take the throne. This is what this clown has been doing, man. He's been purging everybody who's been against him, spoke against him, or just don't plain like him. Got the dirt on him, whatever.
Yep.
But read on, there's some more.
Come on. Verse 10. 2 Kings 2 and 10. So David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. And the days that David reigned over Israel were 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem. Then sat Solomon upon the throne of David his father, and his kingdom was established greatly.
And guess what, man?
That's
King
right.
Solomon coming back to sit on the throne,
That's
man.
right.
It's just to go over you clowns'
That's right.
heads,
Yeah,
man.
way over your head.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. And Adonijah, the son of Haggith, came to Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, and she said, comest thou peacefully? And he said, peacefully.
Now you read the first chapter out of Adonijah, another brother of King Solomon went and tried to make himself king over King Solomon, you know? And he got upset, you know, disappointed. Go ahead.
Ain't that the same one that wanted one of
Well, that's what you're
women?
fixing to read.
Okay.
That's what you read.
Come on. 2 Kings 2 and 13. And Adonijah, the son of Haggith, came to Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, and she said, comest thou peacefully? And he said, peacefully. He said, moreover, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And she said, say on. And he said, thou knowest that the kingdom was mine, and that all Israel set their faces on me. that I should reign.
Now, what does the scripture say, man, concerning, you know, Jake? That every brother would utterly supplant, man.
Yes, sir.
He talking about the kingdom was mine. It wasn't never yours,
right.
man. Wait, when King David was in his power, the Most High spoke to King David and told him that he was going to establish Solomon after him, an everlasting kingdom. But go ahead, brother.
Con. And that all Israel set their faces on me, that I should reign. Howbeit the kingdom is turned about and is become my brother's, for it was his from the Most High. And now I ask the petition
At least he had the good sense to know that, man.
yeah.
You know, yeah, it was of the Most High. Go ahead.
And now I ask one petition of thee, deny me not. And she said unto him, say on.
It's a crybaby ass nigga.
Yeah.
You took the kingdom from me.
Can I have
so
some else?
would you just grant me this one wish? Fucking Jake, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he said, speak, I pray thee, unto Solomon the king, for he will not say thee nay. In other words, he ain't gonna tell you no.
Right.
That he give me Abishag, the Shunammite, to wife. And Bathsheba said, well, I speak for thee unto the king. Bathsheba therefore went unto King Solomon to speak unto him for Adonijah. And the king rose up to meet her, and he bowed himself unto her, and sat down on his throne, and caused the seat to be set for the king's mother. And she sat on his right hand. Then she said, I desire one small petition of thee. I pray thee, say me not yea. And the king said unto her, ask on, my mother, for I will not say thee nay. And she said, let Abishag the Shunammite be given to Adonijah thy brother to wife.
And Abishag the Shunammite was who they got for King David when he couldn't get no heat, you know. And so she ended up being, they actually got her to you know, make King David's nature rise, man,
Right.
to pop.
Right.
But she ended up being, you know, his nurse, man, and King David never popped her, in other words, you know, but she attended to him.
Right.
When you read in his old age, when you read the first chapter. So she was like, you know, his a nurse, so to speak, unto him. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And he said, let Abishag the Shunammite, Shunammite, be given to Adonijah thy brother to wife. And King Solomon answered and said unto his mother, and why dost thou ask Abishag the Shunammite for Adonijah? Ask for him the kingdom also, for he is mine elder brother, even for him and for Abiathar the priest, and for Joab the son of Zeruiah. Then King Solomon swore by the Most High, saying, God do so to me, and more also, if Adonijah have not spoken this word against his own life. Now therefore, as the Lord liveth, which hath established me, and set me on the throne of David my father, and who hath made me an house, and promised Adonijah shall be put to death this day.
And Adonijah he would have been trouble in the kingdom. So he tried to establish himself as king, you know. So he was, in a way, he was an enemy.
Yep.
And then he going to ask king, he just showed no respect.
At all.
Finish that out, brother, take a break. What's the scripture you left out?
Right there in verse 25.
Let's pick it up from there. So he was the first one that got purged, so to speak, man.
Yep.
Adonijah, his own brother, he wasn't respecting the kingdom.
That's right.
You know? He did respect the will of the Most High and putting Solomon as king, but like King Solomon said, which was wise counsel. Shall you ask for him also the kingdom?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have stopped there.
Right.
You know? You got to know the psychology of a nigga, man.
Nigga.
And trust me, being in this truth long enough, you know the psychology of you learn how to read niggas, man.
Yep.
This truth open your eyes, man.
Yep.
If you know how to read niggas in the world, coming into this truth, man, it makes you that much more keen. You know? And like Elder Torah said, you gotta be leery of a fucking nigga, man. That's what King Solomon was like. Man,
You gonna come back
right. Fresh in the grave, and you you know,
the audacity for you to even send you done sent her to come ask me, because you know she ain't gonna I ain't gonna tell her no.
And King Solomon said surely he asked this against his own life, man. Loosely paraphrasing. Well, go ahead, Ox.
1 Kings 2:25. And King Solomon sent by the hand of Benaniah, the son of Jehoiada, and he fell upon him that he died.
And he sent Benaniah, man, to go fall upon his brother Adonijah. Fall upon mean, but whatever he took, a sword or whatever, man, it could be bare hands.
Yeah.
But he put him to death. That's what fall upon means.
Yep.
Go ahead, Ox.
And unto Abiathar the priest said the king, get thee to Anathoth unto thine own fields, for thou art worthy of death. But I will not at this time put thee to death, because thou bearest the ark of the Lord power before David my father, and because thou hast been afflicted in all wherein my father was afflicted.
Now his son, all right, it was Abiathar.
Yeah.
The priest, he sent him to Anathoth, man. Now these brothers should be familiar with Anathoth, because that's where, in the land of Levi, in the land of Benjamin, where they had set aside for the Levites, man. That's where Jeremiah came out of, Anathoth.
Yeah.
You know? So this is where basically King Solomon said, you go there and you, well, let's read it, brother.
Verse 27. So Solomon thrust out Abiathar from being priest unto the Lord, that he might fulfill the word of the Lord, which he spake concerning the house of Eli in Shiloh. Then tidings came to Joab, for Joab had turned after Adonijah, though he turned not after Absalom. And Joab fled unto the tabernacle of the Lord, and caught hold of the horns of the altar. And it was told King Solomon that Joab was fled unto the tabernacle of the Lord, and behold, he is by the altar. Then Solomon sent Benaniah the son